Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you how to download and play Pokemon or any other Game Boy game on your iPhone. Before we start this, I'm going to be telling you a few things that you're probably going to want to download. We've been receiving a lot of requests for this video after we posted a picture of us playing Pokemon on our iPhone on our Facebook page. So I'm going to be walking through you through all the steps that you need to begin this. So first of all, you're going to want to buy and download a few things in Cydia. The first one is some sort of Game Boy emulator. We're using GBA.emu. That's probably the best one, so that's GBA.emu. If you type GBA, it should be one of the first ones to pop up. I believe it's on community sources, so you won't be having to add anything extra. It's $5. There are also other cheaper alternatives or even free alternatives, but in our opinion this is the best one and it's the easiest to use, and it has some pretty cool features that I'll be showing you in a little bit. Second, you're going to want to download OpenSSH and or Safari Download Manager as well as iFile. What these will allow you to do is download or somehow get the ROMs onto your device. You can either download them from your computer and then just SSH them onto your device, or you can download them with Safari Download Manager. So you can see here, I was just downloading the ROM for Pokemon Emerald, and Safari Download Manager allows you to download it anywhere. So you can see there, PokemonEmerald.zip. So just hit done, connects it back out. And you can use iFile to move ROM files around. GBA.emu can open a file from anywhere on the device, so it doesn't really matter where it goes to. But basically, once you have it on your device somehow, either via SSH or Safari Download Manager, just tap on it, and then you'll have all these options here. You can just hit Load Game, or I could go into Recent Games and choose Pokemon Emerald. But you go into Load Game, and it'll start off in private/var/mobile/media if you haven't used it before. And Safari Download Manager will send it straight to downloads, but you can, once again, drop the ROM anywhere. It's recommended that you do it in some place to keep all your ROMs organized, though. So let's go into Downloads and choose PokemonEmerald.gba, and it goes right back to my last save state. Now, clearly I'm not very far into this game, but you can see I've just been going through the beginning of the game and all this. So if we tap that little button up at the upper right corner, then we get back to the game menu, and you can choose some options here. But if we go back to the game for a second, then I want to show you, you can do landscape or portrait. In landscape, all of the buttons are overlaid on the screen, so if you don't like that, then I would recommend just going with portrait, where you have the buttons separate, more like a Game Boy SP type of deal. But then if we go back here, one of the coolest features about this is that you can connect a Wiimote or other controllers too, but Wiimote is probably the most useful in my opinion. So we've got a Wiimote here. I'll zoom out so we can get all of this. And so you just tap scan for Wiimote. Oops, not that. You just type scan for Wiimote /ICP/JS1, and then press 1 and 2 on your Wiimote so that you get the buttons to start flashing. And in a few seconds, it should say Wiimote 1 connected, and it should set it up to start playing. So then you can just tap back to your game, and you can see now we no longer have the buttons because all of the button controls are straight on our Wiimote. So we can turn this landscape again, and now the 2 is B and 1 is A. So now we can go through and navigate with our Wiimote. I'll skip through this and get started and cut back and show you guys some walking around in the game. So you can see now we're actually in the game and able to walk around with the controls. This is made to be held sideways, obviously, because this is left, up, right, down. You can go out and actually begin the story of Pokemon and everything, and it's totally functional. Once again, this doesn't only work with Pokemon. This is just the example we're showing because this is what we were asked about. You can play with any Game Boy Advance ROM that will function properly. So just go out and look for whatever you want to. But that's basically it. If you have any more questions, please leave a comment. We'll try to answer every question we can. All the names for the stuff you can download can be found down in the description if you are having trouble. But that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.